What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. We got a good episode today. We're going to be going over UFC 305. Did Izzy not point his finger down at the ground like Max Holloway did right before he got finished? Because I definitely saw him doing that. Then we're going to be going over Junior Tafa slapping freaking Johnny Walker's brother, and then for Walker to call out Junior Tafa's brother. And also, we're going to go a little bit in depth about that finish. We're finally going to be going over Tom Aspinall doing the right things to get the John Jones fight. That's never going to happen. And then a fun little update on Merab when he went and attacked a fan. Sean O'Malley responded to it, thought it was pretty entertaining. And then Sean Strickland going off on John Jones. It's going to be an entertaining episode. I got all the most entertaining clips from all the news put together. Give me a like, give me a subscribe if you get any entertainment out of that. But with that, let's go and get into Izzy saying he didn't point on the octagon ground. Comment down below if you saw UFC 305 and if you thought Izzy pointed at the ground.
Israel Adesanya uploaded a video to his YouTube channel recapping his loss to Dricus du Plessis. Izzy clarifies that right before the finish, he did not point at the ground like Max Holloway. He pointed to the ground because he was saying he tripped.
Okay.
The finishing sequence.
Let me explain this because the commentary booth got it wrong. But again, it's on the fly and it's what you see in real time. I was moving and then my right ankle rolled and I tripped as he was throwing. So to the untrained eye, or in the moment, it looked like, I think maybe Dom said, oh, that was a really bad shot he got hit with. And it looked like I was rocked. So but then I got up and circled out and I pointed at the ground looking at him. And DC goes, he's pointing at the ground like Max Holloway, like, come here. Nope. What I said to him was like, I tripped. You didn't rock me. I didn't want him to think he rocked me or anything.
Okay, so y'all heard that. Izzy said he tripped. He was not rocked or anything like that. So now, looking at that photo, obviously it looks like he rolled his ankle. And then in real time, it was so weird that first time he got dropped, because in my opinion, he did get dropped because I'm telling you, when he got hit by Dricus, he may have rolled his ankle, but because of that, Dricus hit Izzy hard. And right after that, points at the ground, says he tripped, which I believe him now, but then Dricus goes again and he drops him again and ends up getting the choke out. I believe that if he didn't go for the choke, he would have knocked him out. It was really up to him. It was like when Nate Diaz choked out Conor McGregor and almost knocked him out. Same with Khabib. Same instance. Dricus almost knocked out Izzy and then he choked him out. Kind of interesting. I 100% thought, he's like, hey, come right here. I'm like, why are you telling him to do that? Like, when you're not winning the trading exchange in this one moment. I thought that he got dropped and he's like, hey, come right here. I didn't actually get dropped. Let me show you who's the best. And then literally after that moment, he got dropped and choked out. But man, I don't want to take away anything from Izzy. It was a great fight. Technically speaking, Izzy was on. He was the man of the night. He was having his way most of that fight, especially on the ground, and really even especially on the feet. And even when Dricus had Izzy on the ground, he wasn't doing a lot of damage. He was able to hold him down, but not doing damage, obviously, until he got the finish in the fourth. And it's just crazy to see Dricus, his heart, man, his determination. That is one guy, in that fight during one moment, I don't know if it was the second round, Izzy drops Dricus and he falls onto a single leg, he is just an animal and he just runs you over. Doesn't matter if he's hurt. Doesn't matter if he's tired. Doesn't matter if he's fatigued. He's gonna go and he's gonna try to get the finish. So Dricus, to me, I am so happy he's champion. He's changing up the division. You know every fight with him is going to be a badass fight. Let me give you an example. Sean Strickland needs to have a specific dance partner to be entertaining. Look at Paulo Costa versus Strickland. So boring because Costa's not moving. Strickland just wants to defense and counter and shit in his weird little Philly shell. Dricus is going to run you over, preventing boring fights from happening in the middleweight division, at least for 185. So with that, I want to get over to freaking Junior Tafa. I believe it's in the first round. He's having a success with Johnny Walker's brother. I don't know if it's like Walter or Vater. I don't want to say the name wrong. I don't know him too well, but it's Johnny Walker's brother. Freaking Junior Tafa obviously is having the success on the feet. He comes from the kickboxing background. As you know, he trains with Tuivasa and his brothers as well too. Well, anyways, he ended up getting caught in a heel hook by Walker. Walker holds it in really good, cinches it in. He says he's about to break his foot. Junior screams like, ah! The ref calls the fight. Junior's like, what the fuck? You know, so you can, if you didn't know this, you can have a verbal tap, but you have to verbalize tap, 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 stop, uncle, something to that effect, right? And, you know, if you've ever boxed before, I can only say for boxing because I haven't really trained MMA, but for boxing, you know, sometimes when I get a good shot, I'm like, woo! You know, kind of wakes me up. Obviously, it's not a screech in pain, and I do believe that his foot would have been broken in half, but what was weird after that, screams in pain, stops the fight. When he gets up, he slaps Walker. Like, fuck you, dude, it's not over with. And before that, he's getting all in his head. So I want to go ahead and play this clip for y'all to see. And I just want to hear your thoughts about it. So let's go ahead and get into it.
At UFC 305, Johnny Walker's brother Walter Walker defeated Junior Tafa via heel hook in the first round. After the fight, the two had an altercation, and Junior slapped Walter.
Walker, the Queen must go!
After this whole ordeal, Walter Walker called out Junior Tafa's brother Justin Tafa, who also fights in the UFC heavyweight division.
When the referee pulled you off, he was just yelling in pain. He didn't yell, stop the fight or anything. So do you think it was good that the referee stopped it?
Yeah, bro, if he had no stop, I broke his foot. I take his foot to home with me. You know, I broke his foot. My coach say, broke. And I go to broke. You know, I go to broke. I don't go for hit tap. I wanna he scream. I go for broke his foot.
And he approached you after he went forward to forehead and it was like he slapped you in the face. So
Bro, he slapped me in the face. In the fight, he can slap me, yeah. And now, when I is not ready, when guy hold my arms, he slap my face. He like, not man, no. I wanna see if his brother, man.
So I was gonna ask that. So you want Justin Tafa next, his brother?
Next on his brother. Because, bro, slap my face, bro. I never slap face off another man, bro. I have a kid, you know, he have kid, and he respect me. When I is not ready, when guy hold my arms, he slap my face. What? Just make him beautiful. Just make what? He's like, make you ugly, you know?
Dang, yeah, I mean, he's got a good point. Like, what is the point of making it ugly like that? And the thing was, man, he screamed in pain. So comment down below. If you were watching or if you didn't watch it, you can still have an opinion on this. I don't think you need to be a diehard expert or not expert. You can just be anyone. If you are watching a combat sports fight and you hear a guy go, ah, and he's stuck in a heel hook where you know if the person who has the heel hook in keeps cinching it down, he's going to snap his foot and possibly ruin that fighter's career and any possibilities of advancing, also taking food off the table because they're not able to fight. Do you think that's a good stop, yes or no? Comment down below. I definitely think it was, and I think it was rude as fuck that he slapped him afterwards, because, dude, things have been called for weirder things. Think about Curtis Blades. Oh, here's a great one. Aljamain Sterling, when Sean O'Malley dropped him, that could have been a bad call. Like, hey, dude, it kind of looked like Aljamain was turning over to get up, you know? So there's so many other more sketchy calls. With that one, dude, you were screaming in pain, Tafa. Not saying like a girl, but like a girl. You're screaming in pain like they're going to call the fight, right? So I thought that was a little interesting that Walker calls out his brother. Can't wait to see that. And with this, I want to dive into, it's going to be it's going to be Tom Aspinall saying the right things to finally fight John Jones, which I don't think is going to happen, but let's go ahead and play this and see how Tom Aspinall is finally changing up the promotion.
Tom Aspinall teases that he's posting a video to his YouTube channel this week, clapping back at both Dana White and John Jones. Tom responds to Dana constantly saying that John Jones is pound for pound #1.
This week, actually, we've got a cracking video coming up. We're going to clap back. We're clapping back. We're after John Jones. We want the John Jones fight around here. We're trying to make it happen. Fans want to see it happen. Everyone wants to see it happen. Apparently, according to Mr. Dana White, the CEO, the main dog, the best, not even mixed martial arts promoter, the best combat sports promoter ever, is saying that John Jones is the pound for pound #1. How do I feel about that? How do I feel about fighting the pound for pound #1 in the world? Make sure you like and subscribe. You're going to find out this week. I'm going to reply Dana White. I'm going to reply to John Jones, and we're coming for you, man. John Jones, we are coming for you on the channel. Not just on the channel, we're coming for you in the octagon as well. So
Tom made an appearance on the Believe You Me podcast today with Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith. He seems to have changed his tune with John Jones. Tom calls John overweight and says he'll retire John without even fighting him. He said, John Jones, he was praying that I would lose the fight against Curtis Blades. Praying I would. There's nowhere where you can find publicly, nowhere, him saying that he would fight me. It doesn't exist. I challenge anybody watching this interview to go and find a statement, a quote, a video where John Jones is saying that he'll fight me after he's fought Stipe. It doesn't exist. The guy's smart. We know he's a bit overweight these days. The guy was sat there with the Cheeto fingers or whatever, the Doritos on his fingers, with his iPhone in hand, waiting for me to get knocked out so he could start tweeting about it. Let's be honest. Since I won that fight, he's gone completely silent, and he'll continue to go completely quiet about me until he retires, because there's no way on earth that he's going to fight me. Not a chance. I will retire John Jones without even fighting him.
No, absolutely. I will retire John Jones without even fighting him, and that is 100% true. It's so funny. I'm also looking at a video on here too. It's so funny to think too that John Jones has been like the heavyweight GOAT. They keep saying all this, but he's fought in one time, freaking serial gone, and now it's like for Stipe, it's like, what? This is the last fight you're gonna do, and John Jones is not gonna fight Tom Aspinall. If Tom Aspinall would have done his promotion differently, which I think now he's finally doing, he needs to be a bad guy, man. Be like, dude, F you, F this John Jones, use a bitch, let's fight, you ain't shit, you're fat, you're out of shape, you haven't done anything for the heavyweight. Most guys who move up or down weight classes, they don't need to take years off to put on, size, because to me, John Jones, he just put on body fat, man. To me, you gain body fat quicker than anything else. It's kind of funny, he had to do this whole transformation. And another thing I wanted to point out, Tom Aspinall, next to John Jones, Tom Aspinall is huge, dude. John Jones is not a big guy. I think Tom Aspinall finishes John Jones, whether it is submission or knockout. I believe it could be either or. I think I can see Tom Aspinall hurting John Jones, getting John clipped, getting him choked out, putting him in an armbar. I know John Jones is amazing wrestling, but I'm telling you, he has issues with strikers. Look up the Reyes fight. Look up Gustafsson #2 fight. And I'm telling you, even Thiago, the Thiago fight. But he's never fought anyone on Aspinall's level. And when it's in heavyweight, it's different because all it takes is one punch. Touch you on the chin and you're out. So for Tom Aspinall, I wish he would have stuck to this approach more for John Jones. Talking some shit, get his attention. It's good old Sean Strickland. And this one's pretty entertaining.
Sean Strickland had some words for John Jones today. Sean made an appearance on Eric Nixick's new podcast called Verse Us. A link to the full podcast will be in the description. Sean claims that either John's dad or brother was giving him dirty looks during a UFC event due to some comments that Sean made about John in the past. Sean adds that John is a piece of shit and says John should lean into that role and just own it. And if he did, even Sean would root for him.
What makes you laugh? Dude? I was at a fight and he was fought. And I think he had a brother or dad and they're just sitting there mad dogging me. And I'm like, bro, why are you guys mad at me? Did I hit the pregnant? No. Did I smack his wife? No. Did I do the drugs? No, dude. If John Jones, why I go so hard on him, if he were to just be like, guys, I'm a piece of shit. I try not to be a piece of shit, but I'm a piece of shit. Then I'd be like, all right.
I tried the Trojan horse to
But he's a Trojan horse, dude. He's like, he talks about God and as he's doing off a stripper. Like, dude, come on, you mother. Like, don't do me like that.
Just be the villain, right? Just lean into it.
Be the villain, bro. You are a villain. You are not a good man.
Yeah.
You are not a decent man. You are a piece of who is one of the best fighters in the world. Own that. Be a piece of and then I'll be like, yeah, look at that scumbag. Let's go, John Jones. Dude, I want to root for you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I was watching you as a kid. I want to root for you. But next time you hit a pregnant chick, bro, just drive faster.
John Strickland has got a point there, and that's kind of what I'm talking about for Tom Aspinall. Where he messed up is take some credence or some lessons out of freaking Sean Strickland. Talk some more trash, get more aggressive, get more excited, get the people talking about it more so you have people reporting on it in the media and guys like me kind of sitting it out there so John Jones is getting more pressure from the public because the only thing John Jones and Dana White wants to be is to protect being the world's best, most dangerous heavyweight that is currently fighting of all time, and also he's the greatest all-time fighter. I don't think anyone will ever be able to take John Jones off Goat Mountain, but the issue is they're trying to put him on top of Heavyweight Mountain, where right now John Jones does not belong on the Goat Mountain for heavyweights. He's not anywhere there. He has one win over Serial Gone. That's not GOAT status at all for heavyweights, but as a whole, martial artist, greatest of all time, John Jones. And so to me, talk some more shit, Aspinall. I can't wait for you to release whatever the fuck it is you're releasing this week, and I'm really excited for that. But to me, The John Jones fight is not happening. He does not want to lose. That's why he's fighting Stipe. And that's just my opinion there. And we're going to end it off with a funny little video of Merab attacking a fan. It's a few days old, but you know what? It is quite entertaining. So let's go ahead and click play. Okay, I had to cut out some of that audio because the music there might get me copyrighted. Maybe not. I might not actually cut out any of this. Dude, Merab grabs this kid's hair. Sue Merab, bro. Sue Merab, man. Especially if you're going to be an athlete of any time, college, even high school, actually, all the way up to pros, and it's going to get more and more intense and volatile. People are going to talk shit about you, bro. You're in a sports. So that means anyone who's not on your team is on the opposite team. Does that make sense, Merab? So that means literally, like, think about, like, you know, any fucking Dallas Cowboys, you know, and fucking whoever else, you know, it's just fucking, you're the opposite team. Even though I know you're not in a team sport, you're a fighter, that means you're going to have a lot of haters. Half the crowd is going to hate you at least, and that's just something you have to deal with. So if you can't handle some guy yelling at you in the bleachers where you have to jump over it, I mean, like, who the fuck are you, bro? And I also thought it was really funny that he struggled jumping over that 2-foot-tall little fencing. I know he's not the tallest man, but oh my gosh, it was pretty funny. Merab, you are too dangerous of a fighter for your insecurities to be exposed. It's so funny, man. You can beat up almost anyone in the world. You probably got a little bit of money now. You're kind of famous, and, like, you're still insecure. There's no reason to be, brother. You can beat up anyone, man. Just chill. If this guy's talking crap, like, he shit himself. You saw him literally shit himself as Merab is like, you know what? I'm actually coming up there. Like, these guys also, like, these audience and fans also don't realize there's another part of it. Yes, it is a sport, but these guys are fighters, guys. Like, the fucking Roman warriors, the gladiators, whatever you call them, in the fucking Colosseum, they kept those guys locked up in cages because they're fucking savages. Now, we let these real-time, you know, gladiators out, except we give them hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, a fucking fan base, a voice, and we let them run free into the real world. You know, think about John Jones, Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis, Mike Tyson. The list goes on and on for people who have hit... Oh, Dana White, there's another one who fucking hit their women and do fucking crazy shit and do drugs and go off the rails because they're fighters. It's a different breed. But still... they're in sports, so you just gotta, like, fucking, you know, use your brain and use some common sense when navigating these waters. I wouldn't yell personally at a fighter, like, oh, fuck you, if he can personally hear me. Now, if it's you know, we're in an arena, it's a fight, you know, two guys versus, and everyone's like, yeah, fuck you, you know, Aljamain Sterling, or someone else who's really boring, fucking Paulo Costa's last fight, you know, fuck you, then I would yell it. But if it's just me alone and I know the guy can hear me, why the fuck would you say that? Leaving it there. If you think that kid in the stand is a dumbass, give me a subscribe. If you think Merab is a dumbass for fucking grabbing his hair, give me a subscribe. YouTube has shadow banned me for the past 8 days. My views went from like 2,000 down to 0. Literally, check it out. Help me out. Go through all my videos. I think my catalog is pretty nice for my last couple of videos that have gotten 0 views. And hopefully, we'll get back up. But I'm still here. Love y'all. I'm out. Peace.